Yes, people, what's happening? Nice one for coming back to the Fuse UK. It's much appreciated as always. I'm sorry I was late there. I was sorting a few technical difficulties out, but I think I've boxed it off now. But anyways, the next guest on the show smashed his debut in the BKFC 40 against Naf Higson. First round finish. What's happening, my man, Arron Blakey?
What's happening, mate? Right?
I'm all good, mate. How are you?
All right. Just interrupted me eating a bit of cake.
I'm sorry about that there, mate. Running a bit late.
No worries, mate. It's shit. Shit happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, that old school cake there?
Mate, I've had that. I've got loads of cake about since. I don't know. Yeah, it's like that old school cake.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Nice.
beautiful, mate. I've had loads lying about, and I've just been pigging out for a few days, to be fair. But back on it now.
How you feeling, bro? You still on a high?
Yeah, I was for a few days, but then reality had to kick in, mate. I'm so busy at work, to be fair. Like,
Yeah.
I just got straight back into work. But yeah, it was mint, mate, for I'd say a good few days, mate. Yeah, it was mad.
What is it you actually do for work, Arron?
I've got a solar panel company, so anything renewable energy. So we fit solar panels, air source heat pumps. We're called UK EcoSmart. So we've just gone nationwide. So we fit all across England, Scotland now.
Wicked. Class,
so, yeah, that's booming at the minute, mate. I don't know how I did that and did all the training, mate. I really don't.
We'll take it back, mate, to the event on the weekend just gone. How did you feel, mate, on the scales when you come face to face with Naf? Was he as big as you thought? What was your all thoughts on Wayne Day?
It wasn't as big as what I thought it'd be, mate. To be fair, Rico said that as well, and a few others that come down with me. We thought it'd be a bit bigger. We trained for him to be a bit bigger. I thought it'd be 6'2". I don't know. I just thought it'd be a bit bigger, and he wasn't as thick set as what I thought. He was a bit skinnier than what I thought. But didn't change anything. I can remember looking, thinking, I didn't look as big as what I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a little bit of nerves, but not like scared nerves, right? Just the unknown.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a big production for me, and I'm hoping now it's done. I'll feel a bit better, but yeah, it was a bit still nerve-wracking jumping on the scales. Like obviously all the guys that were there. That's why I was on the prelims. It's my debut, isn't it? So. But yeah,
just from me, looking around at and like taking in everything, I can see like all fighters. Some people just hide it better. Like some people are pacing up and down. Some people, everybody gets the nerves, mate. Some people hide it a lot better, don't they?
Well, a lot of people I was speaking to, I got quite chatty and friendly with a few of them, like Luke Nevin and Tom Scott and that, and and they were all saying really, everyone gets the nerves. It's not like, don't be I'm not afraid of saying out, mate. I'm quite open, me, and I'll talk about out. And it wasn't being scared, because I'm not scared.
Yeah.
It was like, fucking hell, just a bit, I don't know what's coming next. But now I've done it once. I know the process, everything like that. It was like, even walking to the ring, I said to you, didn't I want to just go and walk to the ring, just to feel what the walk could feel like. But yeah, I loved every minute of it, mate. And I'm grateful for having the chance, and I'll just keep trying to take my chance. But yeah, it was brilliant, mate. Like I say, all the fighters are sound. Everybody, everything about that production. There's not a bad word I could say about it, mate.
Yeah, and how did you feel walking out? Like, did you feel a lot better? When did the ice break for you? Was it walking out to the ring, or as soon as you towed the line and it was bell going fight?
No, it was walking out. One of my coaches, Danny Mitchell, just said, just like, walk out there, mate. Like, enjoy it and walk out like you own it. And I can remember, you can see a bit on the video, and I thought I was doing it a lot more than what I was, but I just thought, what, I'm the fucking man. And I didn't want to, but in my head I had to tell myself that, because I didn't want to get nervous, and I just thought, what, I'm going to enjoy this moment. And I just felt from that moment, I got it. I got it there. I got it. Do you know what I mean? I thought, I've got this. Yeah. Walking to the ring and this tune come in, and I love that tune. And I just couldn't hold me then, and I was bopping away. I couldn't, honestly. I just kept thinking like this, and I'd been picturing that moment with that tune coming on. And I couldn't wait to get in the ring then. That was it. And I was sort of a bit fired up. I'm sure I could see like Naf like staring at me in the back. And that was the first time he'd been quite, obviously Naf's a nice lad, isn't he? You know what I mean? He'd been all quite friendly up to that point, and I'm sure I clocked him like staring at him like, and I thought, fucking, he's having it now. And I was just a bit pumped from that. I was just a bit pumped from it because I thought he was like trying to stare me out and trying to like just get under my skin a bit. So I was just a bit pumped from that, really.
Yeah, Tom Scott said he was bopping away to your song. Like, I don't know if you've seen it.
I know, yeah, I've been chatting to him since. He was like, that tune's sick.
Quality. And did the fight go the way you expected it to go?
I did. It was a bit.
Well, you expected a longer fight.
Yeah, I expected a lot because obviously I've watched NAF a little bit. I said that I'd watched a little bit, and just I didn't expect it to be that quick. But do you know, it is what it is. I did catch him with a couple of good shots. I wanted to catch him a bit cleaner, to be fair, mate. So I threw an overhand right, the first one. Yeah. Just caught him on his neck a little bit, and I was a bit pissed off that didn't land. I don't really like missing shots, especially when we're right. I don't like missing them kind of shots. But yeah, I've looked it back. Don't get me wrong, there's things that I could have done different, and I probably won't do again. So when I got the finish, I sort of let loose a little bit, but I spoke about it with my coaches, and they said obviously you couldn't do that with other people because of not other people, but in other situations. But I just felt like I had his number there. I just seen it in his eyes. I should have probably been a bit neater looking back, but the adrenaline of seeing that I could get the fight done. Yeah, I think I just took over me. Whereas I'll not let that happen again, if you know what I mean. I'll try and keep the guard close, try and keep him on the back foot, and just in case anything gets fired back. Because although he had his hands up, and I could see he was like that, he could have thrown back. And if he did throw back, he'd have probably caught me, and who knows what happened. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I get you. I was a bit overcommitted, and I just think that I saw it in his eyes. That I just remember him, he just didn't want it, and I let loose a bit, and I'll probably learn from that and just be a bit, bobbing in and about, just in case someone's firing back. Because if he fires back, he could have cleaned me there because I was wide open. Yeah, and the actual show on the night, especially this one in Leeds, it was busy from the beginning to the start, wasn't it? So it was such a big show. You're worldwide on the watching online, people watching all over the world. And for your debut, it is a big show. And yeah, obviously, massive, like you done well, mate. You done really well. Yeah, I'm buzzing with it, mate. Like I did tell you, I visioned that, and I visioned everything that happened. It happened, and it's a big thing, just mindset. And honestly, it's huge. If you can vision it, it'll happen, and I do believe in that solely. If you can vision, I visioned everything, and I don't just vision the good points. I vision like getting knocked down, and I vision like getting back up, and I vision just in case these things happen that it's not a shock to my system when I get there. Do you know what I mean? So I visioned a lot of different scenarios. I vision getting cracked, and it I felt it, but I vision carrying on, or I vision having a minute and going back to my corner and breathing out of breath, and I vision it all just in case it happens. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because if it happens and all you visioned is sparking him out in first round, when it happens, it's like, fucking, I ain't been here before. Yeah. So I sort of try and vision like, all right, you've been knocked down, but get back up, and I'll get back up until I can't get back up. So I try and vision it all, mate. And I do know that like my missus was like, oh God, you don't look that bad actually. And it's not quite that, it's not that bad actually. I went, just be aware, because there's going to be, it's not going to be like this all the time. And I do know there's going to be tough fights out there, and there's going to be tough nights where I'm going to have to dig a lot deeper. So I'm, not letting anything get complacent. That's just one, and it was a good first one, but I'm preparing for a tough next one. Yeah, and what did you have a chance to watch much of the card back? I know you were sat down, like you sat ringside wearing your table after your fight, but obviously you're talking to people congratulating and that. You're not concentrating fully on the fight, but have you watched all the fights back yet? Yeah, I've watched every fight back, mate, more than once sometimes, and that's all I watch at the minute, mate. I love some of the fight. I love like Johnny Graham. I think he's got a big future in this, mate. His footwork's brilliant. I think Tom Scott, he's going to take some stopping when he gets going. He's a good kid. Yeah. Obviously, Rico's, I study a lot of Rico's because I love his movement and stuff. Most of them, mate, I was impressed with all the fighters, really, that even this, I don't think it matters in this game about losing, as long as you put a good account of yourself across and you do some good stuff in the fight, people respect that, and they're like, it can go either way. One shot. Look at Luke Nevin. I thought he was doing thought he was doing wonders in that fight. I don't think it was as, and then he took a shot and that was it.
Yeah.
So yeah, as long as you put a good account on yourself and you work stuff, you just got to stay switched on at all times, isn't it? And when you're getting punched to the head, it's hard.
Yeah, of course, mate. And in bare knuckle, you have to be like super fucking alert, because a single fucking stiff jab, mate, can end the fight and split your face in two. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the fine margins, isn't it? That's what excites me anyway. I don't know if it excites, but that's what the excitement is. But
yeah, just the rawness of it, innit, mate?
Yeah, it's mint, and like I said, I'm looking forward to getting into them sort of fights. But as long as I'm getting them out of there quick, mate, I'm happy. But like I do know, I'm quite prepared that them tough fights will come. When they come, I don't know, but I just want to keep knocking them down and such. You know what I mean? Keep putting them in front, keep knocking them down, and that's all I can do. That's all I want to. That's all I want to do at the minute.
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about this yet, so don't answer it if you don't want to. But next outing.
Talking about it still, mate. It's there. If I want it, to be fair, that's so much I can say. But yeah, we're working on it, mate. And I've been, I think you had Bakewell on yesterday, and he was happy for me to go again. And if it makes sense, mate, we'll go for it. And I'm sure that, in fact, I know they're talking about it now. So yeah, I'll go back whenever, mate. I'll fight tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I've not been in, I'm come out unscathed on this one, luckily.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd go again, mate. I'm not sure what I can and can't say, mate. So yeah, I think we're working on some bits.
Totally understand, mate. But is this what you were doing now? Is this Arron Blakey, a BKFC fighter?
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's what I want. And it's sort of blown up a bit after, mate. I try and keep myself to myself. Like, do you know what I mean? I set a new Instagram account up ages ago when I got my missus back. Because it was full of you know what. So I set a new one up and I had like 250 followers. And since Saturday, I've got like 700. I know it's not a lot, but like...
Growth, though, mate, innit? I
didn't have a lot of followers and I didn't intend to, mate. I'm not doing it, but it's people messaging me like saying they've seen it and, they liked me. Some people from Ireland, all over the place. So
yeah,
that feels good, mate. That do you know what I mean? Everybody likes that little bit of attention. It feels good that I'm getting it from doing something that I've trained hard for, and that long may it continue, because that's what my little dream is now. Do you know what I mean? My little dream is to go as far as I can, mate, and I've got my own little goals, and I'll do whatever I can to get them.
Yeah, of course, mate. It does feel good. Like, even when I'm at the event, people coming up to me, I know I'm only doing like podcasts and that, but they're like, "Oh, it still feels me watching." I'm like, "Fucking get in there, mate."
Yeah, so you should do, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? You put a lot of effort into it, and mate, there's going to be haters out there, loads of it. I don't give a fuck. Do what you do, and if you feel good from that, no one can stop you having that little bit of a good moment. So, fuck it.
Fucking right, mate. That's what everyone's in it for, man.
Yeah, of course. I don't care what anyone says. That you like that little bit of attention, and when you're putting something on the line and you've worked hard for it, I think it made I deserve that, because God, I've been walking around all week and everyone's been like saying and watching it in pubs, people watching it in Tenerife, people watching it all over, and I'm like, oh, do you know what? I'm fucking so glad I performed now, and yeah, it does mean the world to me. So why not?
Yeah, and obviously with you having a win, people are talking about you in the weight, other fighters and potential fights. Do you know what I mean?
I like it.
Exciting, isn't it?
I thrive off it a bit now. I'm like, I don't know. It's just with them wins, just give you that little bit more confidence. And yeah, like I say, I feel comfortable getting in there with anyone, and not. Do you know what I mean? Just doing what I can do. That's it. I'm looking forward to it, mate. To being tested, and because I know it's going to come.
Yeah, of course, mate. And what did you think of the main event on the night?
I fucking loved it, mate. I've watched that 6-7 times, that fight.
Mate, how cold was it as well, where the music just stopped, mate, and the walk out?
Yeah, well, I was like stood there, and obviously I was chatting. You see me with all my family and friends there, and I'm like, I thought, fucking hell, he's walking out. Why is he walking out? And I didn't get it.
Mate, I thought it made it all better, mate.
Yeah. I didn't even understand until someone said something like, so I don't think it was that bad. End of the day, shit happens, doesn't it? Like,
yeah.
And I don't think it wouldn't have bothered me if my music come on. I was thinking, fuck it, it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you could tell they weren't bothered. They're in the zone. You're not thinking, oh, my music, I want my music on. Like,
yeah.
But now I think it made it, like you say, that a little bit more of an edge to it.
Yeah, it was fucking sick, man. Goosebumps thinking about it, man.
Yeah, it was back and forth for that, like, but he's an absolute beast, he is. Danny, like, well, they both are, but Danny's just something about him, like, that just, it's going to take some stopping.
Yeah, man.
I think, like Baker said, it'd take a bullet to stop him. He's just, me and Deck was on about him today, one of my coaches, like, in the car. I can't remember, I don't know how we got onto it, but we're on about it. He was like, he's just a fucking machine, and he just keeps marching forward, and yeah, he can bang.
But he's got that much. Is the thing is with him as well. I think he's got that much like pride, and he's hard as fuck as well. He just
I just imagine hitting him with your best shots, and he just keeps coming forward. He's I'm just looking forward to seeing him more again, and Anthony will be back as well. He's a smooth operator, mate. It is what it is. I thought, to be honest, and well, so did I thought he was winning the fight. He was picking his shots, moving like he always does, very elusive like he always is. And then I think that shot just changed it. That straight right hand just checked, which it can. I think he walked onto it, and I thought he took it quite well. He sat back, but from then, I think his legs went a little bit from that shot, and Danny obviously pounced on it. And I thought at one point it was going to get stopped with that cut. I just thought it was that close to getting stopped, which you could tell because Danny just stepped on the gas. He sensed that. He sensed I'm coming for him, and you could just sense it.
Yeah, fucking quality, mate.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was well worth a main card all day long, wasn't it? It was mint.
Yeah. So what's the plans then? Just waiting for an offer to come up that suits you to accept and get back in camp?
Yeah, I'm going to Dubai next week. I had this family holiday booked, and I was like, I didn't promise, but my missus was like, oh, we're having a bit of a break then, are we? Because I've obviously family life just goes out the window. I get up at 6 o'clock, I go training. Well, I go in my ice bath, stuff like that. Go training early, go back into work for a couple of hours, go back training, come home. I've got kids' football that I have to do. I have to always think, and then I'm in bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that is me.
Oh, God.
So she hates me. She absolutely hates me through it, and she was looking forward to having a bit of a break. And it don't look like that's going to happen. It looks like while we're in Dubai, I'm going to be training there, meeting up with a boxing coach there, doing a bit of training there, and then back on it as soon as I'm back. So she hates me a bit.
I'm not surprised.
I know. So I just want to stay active, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm 33, still pretty young, but I want to stay active, and it feels good, feel fit.
Yeah, definitely, mate. And before we wrap it up, is there any sponsors, big up, shout outs, anything like that you want to give a big up to? Just
same sponsors that I've had for a bit. The Cryo Retford, Edmonton's Electrical, and just all my team, Rico, Depp, Danny that helps out at ABT, and that, everybody that's helping out, mate, and just everybody that's been following along and jumping on. I think that in the next outing that I have, there's going to be quite a lot more people coming because people have been jumping on now. Just think when you have one, mate, people watch it, don't they? And they're like, oh shit, that's what it's about. Everybody that came, mate, I sold 100 and something tickets, and every single person was like, do you know, it's the best show they've ever been to.
Yeah, and that's the best thing as well, because them 100 people are then the next day going out to their people, telling them, you know what I mean? And that's how
I've had messages so I put on my status that, I could be on the next show and blah, 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 just to get a number of because where it is and stuff, get a number, and God, people are organising buses, coaches, saying that they want it. And it's just, I think it's just because they've seen it or spoke to people that are there, because some people are like, oh, I don't know if I'd enjoy it. But it's the most entertaining thing you can do, because some people don't like going to MMA because when it goes to the ground, if they don't get it, it's a bit boring.
Yeah.
And then boxing gets a bit boring if it's just a touchy fight and it's like, oh, it's a bit shit. Whereas it's entertaining from start to finish. How can you not like it?
Yeah, there's no touching bare knuckle, is there?
It's crack, or you're going down, or it's blood. Do you know what I mean? So people enjoyed it. couple of my mates that went, they just went, I didn't think I'd enjoy it that much, but every single fight was a good fight.
Yeah.
So I thought the matchmaking was really good, to be fair. Like, every fight was a good scrap. Obviously, a few ended a bit early, but, you know, it's...
Yeah, I enjoyed it, mate. Thoroughly enjoyed it from the beginning to the end. I always do every single show, mate. The banging, all of them.
Who did surprise you? Who did you like them? Who did you like them out of all the fighters? Who did you?
Other than the main event.
In the main event, Tom Scott saying me. Yeah, that's who stood out for me.
Yeah, I thought you and Morgan Starkey for your debuts, mate. I thought you've done really well.
Cheers, mate.
All the fights, mate. Franco Tenalia, the way just fucking absolute dog, just fucking
he's a dog. Yeah.
Getting the win. Also, Luke Nevin, great performance by him.
I thought Rico boxed really well again as well.
Yeah, mate. All good fights. I'm looking forward to seeing Rico out next. See what opponent he gets as well.
Yeah, that's going to be big. That
it'd be good, mate. But
it's good because he deserves it. He toys with his opponents. I think he just toys with them. Like he's just so quick and elusive. And yeah, I think
he always looks angry man as well when he's going to the ring. Doesn't he? He always looks angry man.
Yeah, it's actually quite chill to be fair. But when he has a fight, I think he just gets it on him. Yeah.
Yeah. And who else was there on the night? Rob Cunningham. It was a good performance by Rob Cunningham.
Yeah, Rob. Really nice lad, Robbie. And Johnny Graham, obviously, I think.
Johnny Graham, and Will Cairns. Yeah. That was a good fight. He moves very well, that Johnny Graham, doesn't he?
I can remember in the weigh-ins, and was like, who's this cunt? Looks like he's off Love Island.
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid as well, isn't he?
Good-looking bastard, isn't he?
Yeah, lucky bastard. But yeah, mate, they were all class, mate. Class.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, mate. So yeah, thanks for everything as well. Come and see you guys, and it was good.
Yeah, quality, mate. And we'll do some work in it coming up and leading up to your next fight. Hopefully come down to the gym and do some filming with you.
Yeah, that'd be mint, mate. Yeah, you're always welcome down here, pal.
Custy, mate. Custy. But we'll stay in touch, mate, and do some more work soon. And really appreciate you coming on. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, bro.
Thanks, Lou. Take care, mate.
See you later, Aaron. Cheers, mate.
Later, pal. Take care.
Mate.